have our bad days. Man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home.
MP, you're my favorite player, man. Always.
God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard.
Performance by Skylar Cole. And we'll be right back in just a moment.
Yes, y'all, you don't stop.
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside, and the Lakers starting five. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Grady Dick out there with him. With some changes. Boucher's checked in for Pirtle. R.J. Barrett comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Walter in for Dick. And the Lakers making a change here. And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he's still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. He's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Reeves. James deciding where to go with it. Here's MP. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 7 assists in the game. The Raptors with a lead. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter here. Barnes passes to Boucher and finished off by Boucher.
Yeah, when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
Pass to MP. And the layup is good off the glass. MP's got his second bucket of the night.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Quickly outside. Barnes passes to Quickly. Fires from the line. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Raptors out in front. They lead by a bucket. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And what's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
Barrett is the 3, and Barnes will play the 4. Then it's Walter, then it's Chris Boucher, and it's Shed in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. MP against Boucher, clock at 6. MP shot is off.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, BA. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Lakers making a switch here. Hachimura's checked in. Free throw no good from MP.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
Back to Barrett. Over Reeves. The bank shot, no good. Lakers trail by 4. Hachimura, the pass to MP. MP gets it to go through contact.
Oh, my. Powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
To the middle. Here's Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
And although he's undersized in his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
The Lakers making a switch here. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. Checked in for the Lakers. Luka Doncic comes in for Vincent. Inside, here's MP. MP getting it done inside.
You want to get the ball to MP around the hoop. That was a good job there.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Out of bounds, it'll be Lakers ball.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Connects checked in for Reeves. It's James on the wing. Back to MP. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Hurdle with a screen on James. To 3, Barrett. Rebounded by the Lakers.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, it was all high fives and handshakes in the Lakers draft room when they selected Dalton Knecht with the 17th pick. His ability to work off the ball and space the floor is seen as an ideal fit alongside the Lakers stars. And Coach J.J. Redick is more than familiar on how to capitalize Knecht's skill set. The Lakers were shocked that Knecht fell to them at 17, but guys, they are more than excited.
No question. All right, Shams, thank you. Outside Barnes to the paint. to end the drought. And the dunk by Pirtle.
What a slam by Jakob. You could see the confidence that he plays with down low.
Has to connect. Back to Doncic. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Getting it done for Los Angeles. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back after this.
46. Fans, direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan. Half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot.
Hey folks, welcome. The Lakers wrap up the first half in what's been a closely contested game so far.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement, and as a basketball fan, it's wonderful to watch, Shaq.
Yeah, no Tyler ball from them. That's why they're getting the good looks. Get it, Tyler Hero?
Your Tyler ball, hero ball.
I knew you would understand, Ernie.
All right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for... Checked in for the Lakers. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Rui Hachimura is out there with MP, and it's Doncic in at the 1.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Barnes. And here's Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on James. Ingram. The offensive rebound. Now here's Pirtle. And that misses. That would have put him up. Doncic against Quickly. Luka on the attack.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
RJ, it's hard not to wonder what would have happened if the Lakers never traded for Russell Westbrook back in 2021.
Well, they would have had a traditional style of a team. They would have kept Kuzma, KCP, and their 2021 first-round pick. They also would have been able to sign Alex Caruso. They could have kept their championship core together.
Doncic passes to MP. Rebound Toronto. Quickly outside. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, that's how to throw it down. Barnes with an exclamation point.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. That's in. To the hard way for MP.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Quickly outside. Barnes a screen. Launches a 3. Hachimura with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And we've got 1:18 left in the third quarter here. And the dunk by Pirtle.
We know Ingram as a scorer, but Brandon's really worked on his passing game over the years.
Doncic passes passes to MP. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. MP's got 18 points in the game.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
Pass to Ingram. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. Drive by Reeves. Up and in on the layup. And now a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Back to quickly. Here's Ingram. 26 seconds left in the third. Just 5 on the clock. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, nice fake by Ingram, setting the defender up to fail.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. That free throw good from Ingram. The Lakers making a switch here. Both free throws good from Ingram.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Vincent passes to MP. And the shot falls short that time.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's Los Angeles. They're up by 3. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm Assist of the Game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. We've got R.J. Barrett, Chris Boucher out there with Walter, and it's Mobo in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. The fadeaway, and MP gets it to go on the assist from James. MP's got 20 points. Here's Shed. Outside Barrett. Pass to Shed. Back to Barrett. From deep three-point land. Benson grabs a miss. The Lakers lead by 5. And here's James. MP with it. Covered by Boucher. Back to James. To the inside. MP shot is off. The Raptors shooting at a decent clip. 45% for the game. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Down low. Kicks it out to Barrett. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. Vincent passes to MP. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
Credit to D. They made it really hard on him.
Here's Barrett. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
And we've got a timeout call by J.J. Redick. .144 left in the fourth quarter. Quickly passes to Pirtle. Ingram finds Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
It's stolen by Pirtle. Quickly with the ball. Now Doncic defending. The shot by Ingram, no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 4-point game. MP staying focused.
Some younger players couldn't handle this type of pressure, but MP is different, showing it is absolutely no problem.
Ingram, the pass to Pirtle. Yes!
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, BA.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Hachimura, the pass to Doncic. MP. The shot comes out. Pirtle with some nice D. And it's the Raptors with the ball. Here's Ingram. Money. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
James outside. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. .24 seconds left in the fourth.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 4. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Sideline. Let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. And they told the team, it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You can see the players love the message. They look fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. So it's Los Angeles now. The lead is 2, and that's an intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Huge shot for young MP.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Cash! And that one brings them within 1.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And he's unable to get the second one. Outside Ingram. Can't cash it in. And they go to the intentional foul. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second. And that makes it a 3-point lead. So it's a narrow victory for the Lakers, pulling it out for the W. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. So long, everybody.
last season.
And next, we'll...
Welcome to WNBA basketball on 2K Sports.
We'll watch the Connecticut Sun in this one as they go up against the Atlanta Dream.
I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian MNFLEp30.
You know, with the length of the WNBA season, it can really fly by in a hurry.
Just when you think you're starting to get settled in, we've already played a decent chunk of the year.
And that makes each game count that much more. There's very little room for error during the regular season.
Here's Ramsey. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. Now here is Queen. She's guarded closely. That one drops for her.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They got to at least get a finger on her.
Charles the screen. To the inside. Here's Nelson Adota. The shot's good on the assist by Tina Charles.
Yeah, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look.
Well, Tina Charles has always had an impressive and versatile skill set, Brian.
Yeah, she's led the league both in scoring and rebounds before. She's a true double-double threat on any night and impacts the game in so many ways.
Offensive board. Nelson Adota. Here's the three. And it's Ryan Howard with the rebound. Now here is Queen. Defense right on her. Fires from the line. Rebounded by Mabry.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
Here's Ramsey. And in the first, little over a minute and a half in. Now Parks. 5 to shoot. Let's go with a 3. Here's Nelson Adota. Outside for Mabry. Lets it go from deep. Green with the rebound. Pass to Queen. Nelson Adota with the rebound. The Sun on offense. Trailing by 2. Here's Mabry. Here's Ramsey. The 3. Nelson Adota. And they double up Tina Charles. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here's Ramsey. Guarded by Canada. Pass to Charles. 4 on the clock. And here's Nelson Adota. Here's Parks. And again, Connecticut no good.
And for the Connecticut Sun, their first year in the W was in 1999. They're still searching for that first title.
Connecticut has been so close, falling in the finals 4 times. A couple of those losses in heartbreaking fashion. Sun fans are very hungry for that banner.
Nelson Adota. Queen covering. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Atlanta leading. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. That one falls.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points. You can always depend on her to put that lead pass right on the money.
Here's Queen. Can't get it to fall. And Connecticut has possession. Here's Ramsey. Back to Mabry. Pass to Nelson Adota. Yes, and a nice assist from Marina Mabry. And here's Queen. She's got 8. Gray right side. Queen. And that one good.
She is just tearing it up this quarter, and I don't think this lead is going to go anywhere while she's this hot from the field.
Now here's Mabry.
She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And Queen pulls it down.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And the layup's good off the glass.
You know, they've been extremely efficient and effective getting the ball inside.
Totally. I mean, we're seeing some real shortcomings from this defense. They've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Outside Mabry.
6 to shoot for 3. The shot comes out. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Dream. They lead by 6. And we'll bring you the start of quarter 2 when... And... First quarter in the book.
And both teams changing it up here. And Atlanta has possession. Here's Queen. Hebert pulls it in. We're now around a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pass to Allen. Now here's Sheldon. The three. The shot off that time.
Fifth overall pick in the 2024 draft, 5'10 guard, J.C. Sheldon.
Yeah, she grew up and played basketball in the state of Ohio. And Sheldon went high in the draft because she could hit threes, run point, and is a very good point of attack defender.
Now here's Hartley. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Sheldon. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Hartley. Allen. And again, Connecticut no good. Queen up top. She's covered by Brown. That one goes. Count it.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
Now here's Allen. Down low. Brown cans the shot with nobody near her.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Joe. Outside. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Out to the right wing. Hartley outside. Mabry. Another shot. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact. And she'll shoot two. That one on Howard.
Well, normally, Mabry operates beyond the arc. Great to see her get in the paint, force the issue.
A late second-round pick in 2019, Marina Mabry sure has carved out a nice role for herself over time.
Well, she never gave up on herself despite slipping far in the draft. She continued to work on her game and has proven how multi-talented a player she is. Her story is definitely inspirational.
The shot's good.
She put that lead pass on a platter for her.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter play. Queen, shot is good.
That's some good awareness for Howard right there. She is excellent at getting the ball to her open teammates.
Here's Ramsey. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Charles. The rebound by Gray.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
Queen, shot is good.
They've been the hotter team in the first half so far, guys.
Well, they've been grinding, working for those high percentage shots, and it's been paying off for them.
Now let's see if this success continues to go as we get longer into this game.
That one goes in.
A reliable interior scoring option Charles plays with power and poise around the rim.
Queen with the ball, working on Charles. And out of bounds, the Sun will take it. Here's Mabry. Here's Ramsey. Guarded by Canada. And it's Charles missing. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jordan, Canada, and that's good.
Well, the arc isn't Canada's preferred shooting location, but she does have the touch to make it work.
Here's Ramsey. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Charles with 4 on the clock. And it's good on the lay-in.
Yes, Ramsey.
And the first half now in the books. It's the Dream up by 10. And we'll be back with you shortly. The third quarter about to get underway here. Queen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
How about her scoring in the first half? Looked like a very different player today, an elite player.
Yeah, she's been a pleasant surprise for them, that's for sure. She really hit on something that worked in those first 2 quarters.
Here's Ramsey. Guarded by Canada. Pass to Parks. And here's Charles. Shoots over Jones. Second chance shot. A shot by Nelson Adota, no good. And they've built a very nice lead.
No signs of slowing down, at least as far as I can tell.
Queen misses.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Here's Ramsey. Guarded by Canada. Nelson Adota with the bucket. Atlanta calls timeout. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Queen. And that one comes up a bit short.
Ill-advised shot selection right there.
I'll say, that was lower than low percentage.
No chance.
Here's Ramsey. Charles, guarded by Canada. 5 on the clock. Releases from beyond the arc and then some.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Here's Queen. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Her stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shots are falling for her.
Outside Charles. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Nelson Adota, Queen covering, back to Mabry, jacks up a 3, and Jones pulls it down. Atlanta in the lead. Here's Queen. And she converts the layup.
They worked it in nicely right there.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Here's Ramsey. Out to the wing. Outside Mabry. Here's Ramsey. Guarded by Canada. The three is up. Drills it from outside.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did there.
Here's Queen. Rebounded by the Sun.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Pass to Mabry. And here's Nelson Adota. It's good, and with that basket, she is now 5 for 9.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake moved away for the nice layup.
Atlanta calls timeout.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Queen misses. The Sun trailing. Hartley outside. Off target from three-point range. And Atlanta has possession. They held a 12-point lead earlier. She gets it in there. Here's Hartley. Quiet so far offensively, searching for her first points of the game. Pass to Allen. Back to Hartley. This one for three. Connects from three-point range.
With the success they've been having from three-point range since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard looks a lot different soon.
You know, that's assuming they can continue their hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make a run.
Nelson Adota. Here's Charles. The shot, no good.
Some solid defense there from Brianna Jones.
Tries it from 9. That one rolling around and rims out. To the paint. Stolen by Brianna Jones. It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Watches it. Queen misses. Hartley outside. Pass to Charles. 3 seconds left. He can't get that one. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Dream. They're up by 7. And after a quick break. Hello, and thanks for... And here are the Dream. They lead by 11. Here's Queen. Yes, and a nice assist from Brianna Jones.
Strong work for her at the offensive end, helping them sustain this lead.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Charles. Banked in off the glass.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Stripped away.
Here's Ramsey. Pass to Nelson Adota. Parks. Here's Ramsey.
Charles, guarded by Jones, shoots a fader and misses it off the right side of the rim. And you're the Dream. 11-point game. Here's Queen. Makes it off the glass.
Here's Ramsey.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Charles, no good. here is Queen. D right on her. She gets that one.
And they're getting that lead way up there right now. It should be easy for them the rest of the way.
Yeah, and at this late stage of a game, a lead like that has a team feeling awfully good.
And the other one bad.
Arena Mabry for three. The shot will not fall.
You know, you watch her and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Here's Ramsey.
Outside Charles. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And if they want, they can milk the clock a little bit here.
Great point, Blake. That'd be the best option. I'd agree. You should coach.
Queen shot is good.
And that caps off what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
Yeah, Tim, I'd like a piece of that cake if I could have it.
What type of cake?
Pass to Charles. Outside Mabry. Now Parks. 6 on the shot clock. Tina Charles for three. Good on the three-point shot. And trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing.
Here's Queen. Good on the bucket. No problem for Atlanta as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
And they put on a show here at home.
Tell me that I'm proud of you folks. Go show love and
Tina Charles has been around the league and is such a reliable and consistent player. What was it like going head-to-head against her on the court?
Man, it was a challenge, absolutely. She's big, but she shoots like a guard and can pretty much hit from anywhere, and it's hard to defend players like that. I think I did a good job overall.
Agreed. What do you take away from matches like this against some of the league's greatest players?
Well, it's a delicate balance of staying true to your game and what you do best on the court, but also paying attention in real time to the little things players like Tina does during a game that can actually help you grow, like the way she sets screens on me or just her footwork at the rim. I try to take note of those things and then just rewatch them on film later.
Thanks a lot. This looked like one of those games where you were going to hit every single shot you put up. And you've had a lot of them throughout your career. The most 40-point games ever, in fact. Does this make you the greatest scorer of all time?
these types of games are what I love the most. When the rim is so big, every shot is going in, and you just get this feeling like you just can't miss. It's a vibe. It's a major vibe. And like you said, you know, I've had more than my fair share, but I'll take them. You know, they've often come at a time when we've needed them the most as a team. And just at times like that, when I'm rolling, you know, I'm just rolling, I want the ball in my hands every single possession. And I think that's just a scorer's mentality. It's in our DNA. And as for greatest scorer of all time, you know, I don't know about all that. And when you look around the W and you see all the young talent that's in the league, I wouldn't be surprised if someone puts up more 40-point games next season.
Let's see.
We'll see. Thank you.
Thank you.
Go ahead for no reason, I'm already know.
Throw them buffs on MP. We're in the deep.
All right, baby. Let's get down.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. In this game, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And then on Friday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, seems like the season's flying by, as that's already their 10th contest of the year. Pecking order in the league starting to take shape.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Jackson Hayes is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. And for the Pistons, inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. Greg is a player. How long does the excitement of a new season last?
I'd say it starts to wear off right about now. You got to start bringing your own motivation to every game, and you need to provide your own energy.
Now here's LeBron. Hachimura setting the pick for LeBron. And James throws it down.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
Harris outside. And here's Cunningham. Down low. Here's Duran. Comes up empty down low. James, the pass to Reeves. Pass to Don. Puts up on. Change here. Beasley's checked in, and then for the Lakers. MP's checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. And it's Connect in for Austin Reeves. Here's Harris. Pistons passing it around. Cunningham dishes it to Ivy. To the paint. And Duran slams it in.
And smart pick and roll play by Ivy. He saw a chance to open things up for a teammate and took it.
As the son of two professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
Doncic, bounce pass. Here's MP. Duran pulls it in.
The bucket just not well protected, but... he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Beasley kicks to Cunningham. To the inside. And Duran slams it in.
That is what they want from Duran. Spike him, young fella.
Right wing. Inside. And there's the bucket from MP. MP's got 5 points so far.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Pass to connect. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Nice shot by James.
And you know James isn't thinking twice about that shot. Knows he has the green light.
Doncic against Cunningham. Takes it off the glass. He has 5.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
So for the Lakers right now, connect out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Vincent. Then it's MP. And it's Reeves in at the 2-guard spot. Pistons trail by 6. To the middle. Here's Stewart. Out to Thompson. Fires the 3. Goes up again. And Stewart lays it up and in. Stewart's got his first points in this one.
Well, you know, Stewart really hustles whenever he's out there. Great energy on the box.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Obviously, the Pistons.
Be up on them. Don't let them breathe, all right?
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Down low. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
Well, where was the defense? You can't let a big man like Stewart get this thing.
He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin, and they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008, and with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
Cunningham for 3. Kept alive. And Stewart gets it to go. Stewart's got the lead up to 1 now for Detroit.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Vincent the pass to MP. Reeves in the corner. Here's MP, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, MP's starting to look good there from the mid-range.
Easily for 3, and it's LeBron James with the rebound. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
The motor of MP. This guy loves to win, loves to compete.
Inside, and the dunk by Stewart.
And in terms of size, not your center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's MP. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Cunningham. Kicks it out to Beasley. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 5th assist in this one. To the paint. Here's MP. MP strong inside.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
To the inside. Here's Stewart. Second chance shot. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Reeves outside. Here's MP. It's hauled in by Stewart. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact.
Close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Pistons on top, up 3. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Thanks for being with us, and let's get straight into it with the players of the week. In the East, Trae Young.
Young's offensive output has been off the chart. He's always a high-usage guy, but lately, almost every play seems to run through him, moving the ball with exceptional skill and having no trouble finding shots for himself or his teammates.
Well, as we check out the results of the first half for the Lakers, it's been neck and neck.
I got to see more fight on the glass. They're in a slugfest. Winning the battle of the boards can swing this game.
But do they have the personnel to do it? I agree with you. They need to do it better, but can they?
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team...
Basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivy. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. And it's Thompson in at the small forward position. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
MP, good.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
Right block shot. Duran the pass to Cunningham. Out to Harris. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Duran a screen. Inside. Pocket 6. And Duran slams it in.
Well, positioning inside win during the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
After a solid rookie campaign, Coach, Jalen Duran had a breakout sophomore year.
Well, Kevin, Jalen Duren knows who he is. Averaging a double-double, but he stays within himself. Doesn't take very many jump shots, shot well over 60%, and he has got a great motor.
And the basket is good. Ivy's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pistons.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Doncic dishes to MP. Reads the pass to Doncic. That one doesn't drop.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Ivy kicks to Cunningham. Launches a three. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got 15 points.
Dare I say he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
And MP gets it to go on the assist by Hachimura.
Well, high percentage looks are always a good idea. MP could build a career on shots like that if he wanted to.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Cunningham passes to Duren. Back to Cunningham. Chalk up 2 there. Cunningham's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, that's where Cunningham does his best work. From the free throw line down.
Doncic passes to MP. From the line. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 21 points for MP.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has... And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at Los Angeles. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Vincent is out there with Connect. And it's MP in at the center, locking down the middle. Tries from 10. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got 7 rebounds in the game. MP outside. Right through contact, MP.
Strong work down low from MP. He doesn't let aggressive defense throw him off his game.
Pass to Stewart. Now Hardaway over James. Hardaway no good. Hardaway against MP. Goes up the baseline. He gets it in there. MP's got 25 points in the game.
The game comes so easily to MP. He plays well beyond his years on offense.
Here's Beasley. Good, nice job down low. And the Pistons lead by 12.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Excellent, excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Pistons, entirely new group now out there. The Lakers also changing it up. Hayes checked in for MP. Austin Reeves comes in for Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Gabe Vincent. MP's checked in for the Lakers. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Pistons leading by 12. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham. in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Montage passes to MP. Tough shot inside by MP.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Cunningham with it. And it's Luka with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
11 feet away. MP, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Cunningham against Reeves. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Cunningham could spin his way out of a tornado. What a great handle.
Coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
I love how under control Hachimura is. Able to push his way through the contact and score. Nice work.
Here's Ivy. Reeves with the rebound. And stolen by Ivy.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Pistons.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Cade Cunningham.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers trail by 10. Puts it up off the inbound, and Doncic gets it to go.
And when Luka sees the mid-range open up, he takes the shot, keeping things simple.
Cunningham passes to Thompson. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Durant. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And it's the Lakers' ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Puts it up from 15. MP, no good. Now here's Thompson. Here's Cunningham. And no good. Great D that time from LeBron.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
So a course, Detroit with the W. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up.
Season's not over. Plenty of time left. Get the shower. Wash it off.